Hey guys, welcome back to Waterbear Studio, and if you're new, then welcome to the channel. I hope you're all having a wonderful day. As you may have noticed, I am rocking one of the new Uniqlo Gundam shirts, and these were to commemorate Gundam's 45th anniversary, so that's the collaboration they have going on, and these were released in April. The one I have right now is an OG design, and on the background you can see Charge Saku, and on the foreground you have the RX-78-2, and on this side you have the gun tank, and on the other side you have gun cannon, and here you can see the classic logo. And I really love this design because I'm a very big fan of the original series. This is the other one I picked up. The design's on the back on this one, with the front just being like this. So again, out of the 4 designs, I only picked up those 2. The other ones were from Witch of Mercury and Gundam Seed, and I wasn't really feeling the designs. For the Witch of Mercury, I didn't like the wording on the back. And for the Gundam Seed one, even though I love the Gundam Strike, I didn't particularly like the design of the shirt. It's crazy how quickly a month goes by, and we're here once again. And like in previous months, today we'll focus on the Gundam kits that I picked up for the month of April. And without further ado, let's get into it. And we'll start with the smallest kits, and that'll be some of the HG kits, and we'll build our way to the bigger ones like the MGs and so on. And we'll start with a kit that we already built and reviewed on this channel, and this is the Police Saku from the G-Quack series. And again, this is a very cool kit. I had a lot of fun building it. Here we see some of the side shots. Initially I didn't like this design, but it really grew on me to the point where I actually ended up buying 2 of these. And you can catch my full build and review on this kit on this channel for a much deeper look. Now let's take a look at our second kit, and this is another one that we've also built and reviewed on this channel. And this is the RX-78F00-E, and this is a set. So this is an entry grade kit to commemorate the Osaka Expo. And again, I have a more detailed look on it on a separate video. This kit was really fun to build, and I was very impressed by the level of detail. And again, it is not something that you expect from entry grade kits. Could be that this is just because it's a special kit. It's not very expensive, it's pretty easy to get, so I would highly recommend you guys getting a set. I'll be getting another one myself, and I'll probably modify or customize it in some way. Next kit is again the RX-78F00, and this is just the no grade version, so this is the much more detailed version. I haven't had time to build and review this one yet, but if you're looking for something much more detailed, then this would be the kit. Here's some side shots. Here's the other side. Even though I haven't reviewed this kit, I did make an unboxing video that includes this one and the entry grade ones, so feel free to take a look at that one. The entry grade kit had really good articulation for being an entry grade, and this no grade kit is more like an HG, so I do expect a lot more from this one. Of course, it is more expensive, but again, I feel like it's not that hard to find. At least in Japan, you can find these everywhere. Another one that I would recommend getting, even though I haven't built and reviewed it yet, I feel I wouldn't be disappointed. Next up is the HD Gundam Bidar from the Iron-Blooded Orphans, and this is a very cool kit. Even though I have the new Master Grade version, I still think this is a very good addition. For being an HG kit, this actually looks pretty detailed. As you can see on the sides, it looks like it comes with a pretty good set of gimmicks. Another nice kit that I look forward to building at some point. Next up is another premium Bandai kit. And here we have the Saku 2 F-type Chops and Kill, plus the Saku 2 Undefined type, and the Solari custom part set. So what I like about this kit is how faithful they are to the movie in terms of detail. Here are the sides. So this is the one I picked up last month, and this is to make the whole set. So this is another really good kit that I had been wanting, and slowly I'm putting the pieces together, and my hopes are that someday I can build this and have it in some sort of diorama so that I could recreate some of those scenes from the movie. So the next kit I picked up is from Premium Bandai, and I don't know if it's a Premium Bandai exclusive or not, but that's where I got it from. and that is the Gundam Gemini, or Geminas. Not sure which spelling would be correct, but either way, I don't know much about this Gundam except that it looks pretty cool. And the reason I picked it up was because it comes with the add-on. Well, it doesn't come with the add-on. I had to buy both of them. I did like the versions with the add-ons, which is why I even picked up this kit. I think it looks really cool. Even without it, it still looks pretty nice. So this is the add-on for the Gundam Gemini 01. And I really love how it actually looks with the unit on. I think it looks really cool, which is the reason that I even got this kit in the first place. Next up is another premium Bandai add-on, and that is the weapon set for the RG RX-78-2 version 2. And these weapons look to be more detailed, and that's just gonna make the RX-78-2 even more epic. Comes with the Gundam hammer, basically ball and chain, the Hyper Gundam bazooka. We have the curved beam sword, some exchangeable parts for the Gundam hammer, so I guess like bigger spikes. We got the beam javelin, comes with a action base 7. Another very good addition to complete an overall amazing kit. And our last kit is just an additional add-on for the Gundam Aerial, and this is the Mirasol Fly unit. And this was very cheap just because there's not much else than just the fly unit. I think I got this for like 400 yen or something like that. Not much that you get here, but still very cool. The reason I picked up this one is because I haven't even seen it in stores. I'm sure it'll probably get restocked later on, but it was cheap anyway, so it's fine. Let's move on to a bigger kit, and this is an RG, and this is one that I'm a very big fan of, and that is the Sasavi. This is basically one of my top 3 of all time. Now this one was recently restocked and was easily available, which is why I picked it up. Again, even though I already have this kit and it's built, and it's right here in the background, I thought having an extra one would be really cool. And the idea for this one is probably painted all black. I've seen videos of it in different styles and colors, and there's one that I remember where it's painted black and I really liked how it looked, so I think I'll do that with this one. And I also have the Fukuoka version, which comes with the 2 kind of like crab claws. That one is somewhere over there. Here's the Fukuoka version. This is not an April pickup. I picked this up back in December, I think, or November, I'm not sure. Again, one of my favorite kits, and I don't know if I'll ever stop buying different versions of it, or maybe just different copies of the same kit, but we'll see. Still, I love this kit. And here's the size of the Sasavi. And if you're curious about the size of the Fukuoka version, now let's take a look at another Gundam that I really like. And this is a master grade. And that is the L-Strike. And the reason why I like this kit so much is because it's got that classic style and it's very detailed, and also I love the backpack. And another really cool thing about this kit is that you can buy the add-on to turn into a full strike Gundam, and that's just gonna look even more epic. So let's take a look at how it looks on the sides. Next up is a classic master grade, and that is the Earth Federation first production mobile suit, and that's the GIM. And this one is the RGM-79G GIM. This kit has been a backorder item for a very long time, so I was very surprised to see it become available again. Here's some of the side shots. What I really like about the older Master Grade kits is that they usually came with the pilot. So this one you can open the cockpit and you can see the pilot inside. It comes with a long range rifle. It has a very nice set of gimmicks. Another iconic kit, and with the right treatment, it can really become a masterpiece. Next kit is a Master Grade, and this one is very interesting. and that is the RX-78 Stormbringer. So this one, in terms of design, it looks really, really cool. And what's interesting about this kit is that this is not actually a kit that I ordered. Initially, I had ordered a different one, and when they shipped it out, I got this one. And then when I got back to them and said that they had sent me the wrong kit, they told me that they couldn't replace it with the one that I ordered, and they said that they would give me a refund and that I could just keep this one. So it's kind of like a win-win, in a way. But either way, it's a very happy accident, as this kit looks really cool. Next up is a very beefy HG, and one that I had been waiting on for a while, and that is the Penelope. Initially, when I saw this kit, I thought it was kind of weird. It is very like bird looking. It looks more like a swan or some kind of crane. Still, it is a very cool looking kit, and what I like about it is that it's pretty big, and it's another one of those huge HG kits. And as I mentioned before, it was something that I've been waiting on for a while. So this kit is pretty cool because you're basically getting two kits in one, where you're getting the RX-104 Odysseus and you get the flight unit. And this is from the Mobile Suit Gundam Hathaway movie. Even though it looks kind of weird, it still looks pretty cool. Next up is another master grade that I've been really wanting for a very long time. And I've seen this kit in different shops, but I always skipped it because of the very hefty price. And let me show you guys what that is. And that is the Full Armor Unicorn Gundam. So again, the reason I skipped this kit for a while was because a lot of the shops were charging perfect grade price for this. And even though I've been wanting this one for a while, I thought the price really just wasn't worth it. So I was going to be patient, and it paid off. Because to my shock and delight, it recently became available for a short period of time. So of course I picked it up, and that means that I paid retail price for it. So this is very similar to the other Berka model. That's just a Unicorn Gundam, except that this one comes with a lot more, right? And on the side it tells you what it comes with. So it comes with a bunch of stuff, like the Javelin, 3 shields, a bunch of missiles. Here's an illustration on the other side. Another kit that I'm definitely looking forward to building, and one of the biggest highlights for the month of April. Next up is not a kit, but I think it's something that I mentioned in one of my previous videos, but I'm not too sure. And that is an action figure. And this is from the Robot Spirits. This is the RX-78 F00. So it's kind of a special one, right? Again, because it commemorates the Osaka Expo. And I think this was more of an impulse buy when I was buying the entry grade and the no grade. At the same time, I picked this one up. For some reason, I thought that it was going to be bigger. So I didn't really do much research on it. I just saw it and I picked it up. So I don't know how to feel about this one. I haven't even opened it or anything. And I don't think they go up in value anyway. This one was like around 9,000 yen. Still looks cool though. The designs on the box look really nice. I don't really buy action figures, so I can't really say whether this is really good or not. Also recently I don't know if they already released, but I did saw the feather wings for this one, and it's just as expensive. So I don't know if I'll ever buy those just because I have the base unit, or I'll just keep this, but I don't know. We'll see with time if I do or not. Next item is also not a kit, but I did thought that it was still an interesting pick. And that is the Gundam Artifact figures. This is Phase 5. And I picked up a whole box. So in this one you'll get 10 of them. And these are the Gundam that you would get in this one. So we have the Saku Cannon, Hakushiku, the O, CC Gundam, and Silver Bullet Suppressor. So I'm not sure, but I think when you buy the box, you're guaranteed to get all of them. I think each individual package is random. The Gundam artifact that is inside this box are basically miniatures. You still put them together, they come in a single color, and they're more like Space Marines. And I've seen videos of people where they take the little miniature and they paint it and they do all these other cool stuff with it, which is the reason that I bought this item, because I want to do something similar. And even though this is not your traditional kit, it is still something that I want to get into. And if it all goes well, I'll probably end up buying the other phases, 1, 2, 3, and 4. And I think phase 6 comes out next month. I'm not sure. I'll need to double check. But yeah, I'll eventually get to this as well. I have 2 more kits to go, and the reason I saved this one for last is because they're not Gundam related. They're just not Gundam kits at all, but still they are model kits. And the first one is this Dragon Ball Z kit, and this is Gohan in his Super Saiyan 2 form from the Cell Saga, which is my favorite saga in the Dragon Ball Z universe. Even though so far I've only built Gundam kits in this channel, it is not exclusively a Gundam channel, and eventually I do want to branch out into other kits. But still, it is mostly Gundam, but from time to time I do want to build other things as well. And here is our second non-Gundam kit, and this is from Yu-Gi-Oh! This is one of the 3 Egyptian gods, and this is Obelisk the Tormentor. Last year they released a kit for the Egyptian god Ra, and this year they did it for Obelisk. And I think next year they're going to do it for Sign for the Dragon. I have Ra already. Now I have Obelisk, so there's 1 to go. And I think having them all 3 together is going to look really sick. So let's look at the sides. So I can see a lot of seam lines in this kit, and it looks smooth in places where it shouldn't be smooth. So I think this kit would need some work to make it really stand out. Either way, having all 3 gods together, it's going to make it look really cool. I'm happy for this kit, and I look forward to building it at some point. Thank you again for joining me going over the kits for the month of April. It didn't seem like there was that many compared to the previous month. But actually, I think what I'm trying to do is cut back on the new kits that I'm getting every single month. I'm still on the lookout for rare kits or new releases. Like, I'm always going to be buying new releases. But for older kits, I'm starting to slow down and not really get as many as those as before. I feel like I'm starting to wind down a little bit. And actually what I'm going to start doing is just build more, because now the backlog is super crazy. And I'll put more effort into probably buying tools and stuff like that for customization, which is something that I will get more into as well. Again, thank you for joining me. I hope you liked the video as much as I did. Feel free to like, subscribe, leave a comment, all that cool stuff. And until then, I'll see you on the next one.